Well, I mean, obviously, what I'm going through occasionally we have these practices where often we have like my shoes. Yes, thank you. Get started in a little bit. Started in a bit. Patient. Welcome to the balance, the place of balance. This is a beautiful place for all of you to hang out in and to learn. This good experience on YouTube. From the top all the way to the bottom. What goes down must stay down. What comes up may come down. Welcome to the 108th week at 8:30 p.m. We're going to start with the chant. I believe in the thought that everyone is equal, the eminence of every individual, almighty works of balance, truth that defines a person, righteousness of family, wisdom, influences, values, guidance. But the belief you don't have to be yourself is excessive misleading. Believe in the power of love that holds us together. Believe in the works of others that will inspire us. Believe in hope which shall rescue us in moments of despair, ruination, separation. I believe in the forces that are called upon to make the entire human race come together. Every action gets awarded with the reaction that affects a person one way or another. Whatever reaction occurs is meant to transpire. It leads oneself closer to their destiny. You shall see things you never thought you would. Thank you all for once again coming and tuning in. We shall have a great. Today we are going to learn about. I'm going to teach you all something that I've taught before. It's called up. What does up mean? You will stay tuned for that. But first, we shall start off with one of the highest, the almighty paragraph. It is higher than the people outside of the building. This is the almighty paragraph. Almost every day, coming home to a dumpster fire, not understanding, but going through the same shenanigans over and over. The same fires constantly burning when your problems are the only fuel. Not understanding that the fire only gets bigger when you allow it to, instead of putting it out. Only concerned about the fire size, but not taking action. The fire grows, asking for help, but not for the right questions. The fire grows, and the fire it consumes because nothing, the right steps, precautions were not taken. The almighty paragraph. Thank you. You're welcome. So if you have someone who's choking, what you have to do when you have someone who is choking, I will read you the steps and we will perform CPR. We shall perform some CPR. This is a lesson. This is not what I was going to teach, but we have to do it. So let me guess. So, right, getting a lot of the burgers, my favorite. Right now, we're going to talk about choking, and then we're going to talk about CPR. And then afterwards, get on with it. So, this is a person, right? I'm sure all of us know some other people. This is a person who's the person, let's say that I am eating dinner with this person, a very fine gentleman or a woman, whatever your context is. Lower down the music. Very fine person. He's eating his beans, and suddenly he's choking. See, he's choking. He's choking right now. When you choke, normally what you will see is the sign of I'm choking. So when coughing, this book right here, this almighty book, if someone is coughing, you let them cough. So, get permission to get the cue. So here's what you must do for an adult, and then I'll tell you what to do for a baby. For the adult, you will give 5 back blows. So you turn the person around, you bend them over, and not hard, but you have to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it's still there, the person has to be like this to hold them back as you hit. If it's still there, pardon me. You will do this. You have the person against you, and you push. My favorite motion. I actually saved 2 people's lives from choking. Can you believe that? Yes. This should be very useful to all of you. So you continue these motions. You do 5 each. You can take turns until the object is done. Until when someone is able to breathe or cough. You stop in these objects forced out, person breathes or cough. And if the person is unconscious, now you do CPR. Who likes CPR? So we're almost done here. Don't worry. So we all know how to do CPR. So now I got my person. Here. Move down the camera because I was online, but all of you in person could see me. So this is my person. This is the pretend his head is supposed to be. Okay. You get 30 of these bags. You have to do it a little hard. You have to do an emotion. And then I hate this part. I kind of think it's disgusting, but it's better to do this than to have the person die. Mouth to mouth. Repeat the cycle. Make sure you have caught the cops if they are unconscious. Then you do it. Right? What do you think? You all understand? We're almost done. That's just one. We're almost done here, and then I will take you all home. That's an adult. Say you have a child. Everyone likes children. Your children are joy, and they are the future, and the future is here. Our children are the voice to us. So with our children, have an infant choking. You do the back blow. 3, 4, 5. And if not forced out, you do chest thrust. But in this time, you have to put them upside down. I hate that. That's a little painful. And you get 2 fingers. And you repeat until it's forced out. And now CPR for these things, these babies. You will put this down here again for infant CPR. Infant CPR. It's not like this anymore. We're not doing this motion because they're smaller. We all know that. What we are doing this time, we don't do this. Understand me? We don't do this. We do 2 fingers. Same thing. Make sure you have caught the lead. So 30 times, and then the mouth to mouth. I hate this part, but I've saved 2 lives with this. Remember? And then you repeat. Continue CPR until the scene is unsafe, or you have to fix it. Until you got an AED, which is a machine for CPR, a device, technology. Until you are too exhausted, make sure you have someone else to help you. If not, you better keep calm. And another trained responder comes and takes over to call the police. What's that? What's that? Yeah. Hey. Are you eating? What are you eating? Show me up here. What are you eating? Put it down. Some genius decides to eat some of these. What is this? Sour Patch Kids while I am speaking. While it is not time to eat chips and water. We're not here to be eating candy to get fat. We are here for coming together, right? You wait to eat chips and water. You can eat this anytime and you choose to eat it now. Unless you are dying, go ahead and get it. Unless you are dying, you go eat it if you need something. If you need water, water is acceptable. But wait to get chips and water. Take it, yeah. Well, you gave me that look. I'll have you ejected. Anyways, enough of that. Today I'm going to teach you all keeping up. I was not here to teach CPR, although fate told all the hosts, all us 4 hosts, he said, I want you all, 3 hosts, including him, he said, I want you all teach the people CPR and choking. And he gave us the instructions. So he said, okay, fate, we shall teach the people CPR, as we just did. So now, today's lesson, you saw in the almighty paragraph, the person where everything was on fire, which is not literally, but it's your own context. Instead of putting out the fire, you keep adding to the fire as it grows. You don't want fires to grow. But that's what people do mentally. They let their own mini fires keep growing. They're constantly adding to the problems instead of diminishing problems, instead of lowering the problems. They add. And fires are dangerous, explosive. You can lose a whole house, whole building. You can lose yourself in your own fires. You lose yourself in the fires. You don't want that. So instead of focusing so much on your issues, you focus on putting out your fire. Today, we're going to be keeping up. What is up? And that's not a what's up question, okay? What is up? How do you spell up? U-P. The letters U-P. Don't laugh. It's not funny. U-P. Sorry, someone's laughing over there. UP, but it is an abbreviation that we came up with as hosts, that I actually came up with, but I'm not here to be taking credit. UP, understanding perspective. Understanding perspective, UP. What are we understanding? What is it that we are taking a grasp of? We're understanding perspective. Are we understanding life? Are we understanding things around us? First, let us start off with the U. The U. U starts with you. Up, you are in charge of controlling your up and controlling your UP. Understanding. What is understanding? You have to find grasp. Your mind needs to find grasp in concepts, formations, in what you are doing, right? Gotta work to understand, find grasp, find your grounds in something, to know it to the front and the back of your head, know it, recite it blindfolded, recite it without any paper. That's understanding. But that's not really understanding, that's more memorizing. Understanding is to know something from the heart. You wanna know what I know from the heart? Balance and love. I'm sure a lot of us know it. And if not, you will know it. It's okay to not know it, you will. Have a lot of time for it. So we understand from the heart. Perspective, which is the P part, perspective is knowing something, right? Perspective is what you see. That's what it is, not knowing. Knowing is understanding. Perspective is what you see, what you're going through, how you see it, not what you see exactly objectively, but subjectively, what you are seeing. How do you see things? That's what it is. How are you seeing all the things that everyone sees? We all see life differently. But you find common grounds with people, but That's not all. Someone sees this door differently than others. That's just an example. Some find different ways, and some move forward quicker than others. You have a problem, and you don't solve your problem, it's going to pass down generations. Children with problems most likely develop them from their parents, and their parents probably got it from their parents, and so on. Because they did not stop their fire, they kept it burning, which is not ideal. It's not ideal. You have to find a way and put it out. If not, then what will you do? What will you do when your house is on fire? You're gonna put it out. So then why don't you put out your mind when it's on fire? Why don't you put out the stress when it is consuming you? When you are upset, why don't you put it out? You would put your house, if your house is on fire, you put it out. And why don't you put out the fire, the dangerous flames of stress and depression and everything? Why don't you put that out? Your problems, why don't you put them out? Why do you let them keep burning mentally? Because you simply don't know how, or because you're simply surrounding yourself in mess, in problems. So that's what you need. You need to fix it. You don't want the whole the whole environment around you burned. You don't want to keep the Amazon rainforest burning. You want to take it out. For the better, for the well-being of yourself, and especially the well-being for your others. That is what balance is. So as you see here, life is nothing. Life is like a Rubik's Cube. You know, we solve it. We're working, but make the pieces match. I solved this Rubik's Cube. I am a pretty intellectual person, as you can tell. I'm joking. But I solved this. Have you solved life? If not, life is not as easy. But I'll tell you how one way you can get closer to solving yourself is with balance. Find harmony, find balance. This is the balance. The balance is not a religion. Okay? Balance is not a religion. Balance is simply surrounding yourself with the elements around you. See that? Surround yourself with everything around you, just as this little thing is doing so. So you can see they have some of this, whatever this is around them, surrounds them. I don't know what it is, surprisingly, but that's what we have to do. I'm surrounding myself in this room with all these people. And once you do that, you find peace. You go, you breathe in and you breathe out. That's what balance is. The balance comes together with the musical. This is the musical. You know what that is? The musical, okay, this is not a religion. These are symbols to help you. Musical represents aspects in life, like what you hear. What are you hearing? The music represents music, represents sound, words, represents voices. So you surround yourself in everything. This is yourself. You're surrounded, you're putting yourself together with everything around you that you hear. That's why these come together. It's like a magnet. It's supposed to. You surround yourself with things around you, and then once you have done so, you find your way to surround yourself in balance. Once you surround yourself balance here, surround yourself in balance with the music. Right? Yes. Yes. That's true. That is true. That's really true. So let's do the moment of sorrow. You all can stand up. Please stand up. Right. Think to yourself anything that causes pain, sorrow, regret, remorse, anything. Think about it, reflect on it, and ponder on it. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead and get chips and water. Now you can eat. Actually, no. You wait till the balance comes together. Then you can eat your little candies. Get your chips and waters. One bag, one bottle per person. Please. So now it's time to make magic. The balance is coming together and it's coming together surrounding us. And we come together, and then we surround others. We help them to come together. The cycle goes on and on and on. The wheel keeps spinning, and don't let your wheel interfere with other wheels. Don't let them combine, smash like a car crash. Let them come like this, right? It's not like this, where wheels are combined. If you have a wheel of balance, they're not supposed to collide. As we know, this may be the first and last meal we shall devour. For some it will burn, and for others it will open up the emptiness. But these chips and water, they make us come together. For every tear, there's laughter somewhere else. What is one's fortune is someone else's misfortune. We all come together, show each other your love. We are all people under the sky, and we all deserve the best. Thank all those a part of our lives, all of our family and friends, and everyone who helps us make us all of our. We thank all of our families, wisdom, influences, balance, and guidance. This occasion come together for them. Sorry, so come together for them, and we help others come together. What someone gets, someone else will get. Now let's come together. You may eat chips, or in someone over there's case, eat Sour Patches, and drink water. Please do so. That song is a banger. That is YouTube royalty-free music. I love it. I'm the one who picked that song. Back then we had another song, and it was too much of like shaky music, but it was equally beautiful. But I wanted to change it. I picked this song. Let's look for the other song. Let me look for that other song. I like that other song. I want to show you. I'm sure some of you people who have been here since the beginning are aware of that older song. But I changed it to this one, but of course, occasionally we play that one, but I wanted to let's show you all this song. It's really cute. People always like it. So don't mind me quickly. So this was back then, the glory days of the place of balance. Back it was called place of worship, but shouldn't be called that. Because we're not worshiping anything. So we called it the balance afterwards. Oh, the video does not exist. That's why we changed the song. I forgot. We changed the song because the video is gone. So sorry about that. I really am. As we acquire our new lives, we learn to accept our differences and cherish every moment of our lives. Come together, make others come together, be together. Live a new world, live your best life. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, don't think that I do not want any of you to think I'm a major asshole because I'm going after people in the crowd who are being disrespectful by eating away while I'm trying to speak my heart out. Don't say anything. You know what? Guys, take them outside and bring them back when I give this symbol. Okay, when I go like this, bring them back. Go, take them outside. It's gonna give me ugly looks. That's an example. You have to be respectful. Those around you, when you're disrespectful, would be a jackass. You don't want. And I'm not here trying to attack anybody, but I'm doing this because you would not want people to do this to you. Plus, it's not really that respectful. It's just eating away. And I felt that was kind of disrespect. I didn't like that. You cannot take advantage of this balance place. It's not a place to snack and dine. That's the other room when we have parties. Right? Yes. I'm not here trying to attack anybody. I'm just trying to help you all and correct you all and your mistakes. I make mistakes too. And I know I do things sometimes, but the best thing is acknowledging them. Instead of letting these things fly by, we have to sometimes point them out and correct it. But in this case, that is not correct. That is disrespectful, rude, and disgraceful. Many actions like that. We don't have that. We don't allow that. You know what happens when your phone rings during the balance place? When your phone rings, you have to answer it on speaker mode. We go over the rules before these things start. I noticed that guy is never here during that time. There's a poster over there with all the rules. Maybe I should go over that maybe next week in my next speech. So you can be aware instead of just taking advantage, walking over. And don't think I'm doing this just to attack anybody. I'm not trying to attack. I'm trying to help you all and correct you all before you become disrespectful and douchebags. The balance has come together. All of us have come together. In love and peace, you may go home. Thank you. You're welcome. Now you may go home and you may eat as much as you want.